high noon at Edgbaston.
Oh, bowling! Well, bust my britches. It's a masterclass.
Bowled in, Sussex on top.
Oh, hit me again. Goodwin in excellent form.
Bowled in.
Great strike with the great Alfonso.
Who will ride off tonight with the swag and the 2020 Cup? Will it be Sussex, runners-up in the Friends Provident Trophy and leaders in the Pro 40? Or will it be the highly talented Somerset, winners of the 2005 2020 Cup? Well, the answer is coming right up. To watch this final in high definition, channel 409.
Yeah, both captains out here in the middle, ready for the toss before this final. Mark Yardy has the coin. Justin Langer is calling a tail. Coin's gone up a long way. It's come down a tail. So Justin's won the toss. What are you going to do?
Yeah, we're going to bowl first again. To be completely honest, in a final, I'm not that worried either way, but it worked well today, and we're going to have another crack at it today.
Really did work well for you in the semi-final, didn't it? Unchanged side?
Yeah, it is. Our big challenge here is to try and better that last game, because it was almost a perfect game of 2020 cricket in a lot of ways. So it's a good challenge for us. Sussex are under plenty of pressure, having lost the last final at Lord's, so hopefully we can enjoy it and have a good result.
Yeah, the bowlers set it up for you, didn't they?
Yeah, those first 6 overs, you hear it every time we talk about 2020. We did well with the bat, we did well with the ball, so we'll be looking at that again today.
Have a good evening. Mike, you probably would have wanted to bowl first, would you?
Actually, a bit undecided. I mean, I think it'll wear through the wind. With the wind, it won't have too much dew, so it might grip at the end as well. So I'm not too fussed.
You had a pretty comfortable semi-final. It was a great performance.
Yeah, it was. I mean, we bowled well, stripped them to a decent total, and then Luke set it up early on, and Muzz batted brilliantly with Rory Hamilton-Brown.
Best 2 teams in the final. You had not a particularly clever experience at Lord's a couple of weeks ago. Chance to redeem yourselves.
Yeah, I mean, finals are big occasions. It's fantastic. We're very lucky to be into 2 finals in 1 year. But we, obviously we're desperate to win this one.
Have a good one. So Somerset have won the toss and they're going to bowl first.
OK, let's show you the 2 sides. Let's start with the Sussex Sharks, who will be batting. Murray Goodwin, who is the man of the match in the semi-final, will open up with the danger man, Nasser Luke Wright. He threatened to do something special in the semi, didn't quite come off.
Yeah, and it's a big game and he needs to come off, especially with the comparison on the other side of Marcus Trescothick. England, who they're missing, and England, who they're trying to replace them with. So Luke Wright's got to learn to hit the ball in the air over mid-off and mid-on like Trescothick did.
Perhaps with a bit more of a straight about. Rory Hamilton-Brown at number 3. Also bowls some off-spin, which could be key on this pitch. The dangerous Dwayne Smith. Ed Joyce, then of course the captain Michael Yardy. Chris Nash opens in first-class cricket for the Sussex Sharks, but he's down the order in 2020. Yasir Arafat is a star at the end of the bowling performance. Andrew Hodd is the keeper. There's no Matt Pryor for Sussex. He's being rested by England. Young Will Beer is the leg break bowler, and he bowled well in the semi-final. And James Kirtley, 34 years young, brings up the rear. Now for the powerful Somerset batting lineup, who will be chasing under lights. He is the danger man.
He sure is, and he played quite beautifully in that semi-final. He was dished up a few half volleys and length deliveries, and I don't think Sussex will make the same mistake. I think they'll bowl back of a length and also take the ball off, pace off the ball with a lot of slower balls.
Marcus will open with the captain Justin Langer. Xander de Bruyn at 3. Young James Hildreth at 4. Kieswetter is a devastating stroke player when he gets going. He's the keeper as well. Peter Trigo, Arul Sapaya bowls a little bit of spin. Ben Phillips and Alfonso Thomas was very impressive for Somerset against Kent in the semi-final. Max Waller, another young leg break bowler to have a look at, just 21 years of age, and Charles Willoughby. We'll be able to hear from and speak to a player from each side during this final. Chris Nash for the Sussex Sharks, and Marcus Trescothick for the Somerset Sabres. Commentary team for you, and our predictions for the final of the 2009 2020 Cup. Paul Alec going Sussex, Nick Knight going Sussex, the rest going for Somerset. It's a cracking atmosphere. There's a few seats that you can see empty. That's because people are having a quick bite to eat, a quick pint. They will be back as soon as possible. Let's get upstairs and join Nick Knight and David Lloyd.
Right, serious stuff. Justin Langer marshals his men, gets his troops together, and look at these two hitters, players, Murray Goodwin and Luke Wright at the top of the innings. Quality in both teams for me. We should be in for a cracking game here. So much to play for, but both teams already assured of going forward to the Champions League. Got a chance to play for a $6 million prize during the winter. Alphonso Thomas had a terrific semi-final. Ball straight, ball full, took wickets. So Somerset winning the toss and electing to field first for no apparent reason. Justin Langer saying, well, it seemed to work. First semi-final. Murray Goodwin played wonderfully in that first semi-final that Sussex took part in against Northamptonshire. 80 from 67 deliveries, so Alphonso Thomas very, very confident. It's a good age, is Alphonso Thomas, 32 years of age. Got rid of Joe Denley in his first over when they played against Kent. He gets the new ball here. Magnificent 7 theme tune plays in the background, but we're ready to rock here. Murray Goodwin likes you too. He's sporting hero, he's Eddie the Eagle. Very, very good player. Murray Goodwin, 36 years of age. Right, what have we got? One thing we do have is a slip. Marcus Trescothick, his slip is slightly wide. But we're ready to go. Outside edge. Goodwin's away and they'll scamper through for 2. Who you fancying, Nick?
Well, I've gone for Sussex. Thought long and hard about it. Why have I gone for Sussex? I just think that they've got a slightly better all-round side for this wicket. So I'm looking at the pace-off options. Just wondering as well, you know, whether they think when it comes to their bowling, when they open the bowling with a spinner against Trescothick. Just a little hunch of mine. Might just work.
Wide. Well, wide down the leg side. 2 umpires for this final are Richard Illingworth and Richard Kettleborough. It's Richard Kettleborough. There's his mate, Illy. Dabbed away. Just wonder if both teams are confident now that they've got the pace of this pitch. Whether lights will make a difference.
I don't think so. You heard Michael Yardy at the toss there saying that because of the breeze and the wind, he doesn't think there's going to be a dew here. And well, I've got to say, in previous experiences, that it doesn't generally affect the conditions here. Certainly on the pitch, when there's grass on the surface and not a lot on this wicket, it can just juice up the surface a little bit. So I don't think, because of the lack of grass, it's going to have too much.
David Becker is his hero. Nice. Akon. Got one for you. 5 of the 6 teams winning the second semi-final have gone on to win the final.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I mean, obviously it's a stat that's, yeah, I know. I'm just not sure. I'm just not sure whether that means they have a divine right to go on and win this. I think it's a way that you interpret that situation. Spoke to Luke Wright after the first game, and I said, "What are you going to do? You know, what happens now?" And he says, "We're going to go away. We're aware of what happens to sides. We're going to go away. We're going to get away from the ground. We're going to go back to the hotel. We're going to have a massage. We're going to go to the pool. We're going to have a swim, and we're then going to come back fresh."
I'm going to tell you something else. That's what they've all done. All the teams who've won the first one have cleared off. Oh, driven and bounced over cover, and it will be 4. What a bounce!
Surface out there. And it has bounced right over extra cover. Sussex will know what a good score is. They have a good idea. 155, 160. If they can get there, they've got a chance.
Third man, he's right on the edge of the circle, so you get a single there. First over has gone, 9 from it. Good start. Unchanged, both teams unchanged. There's that line-up, it's solid.
It's an interesting lineup, isn't it? Because Goodwin will play that role of nudge and nurdle style. With Luke Wright, will express himself. Hamilton Brown, I think, will do the same. So will Smith. And then you go to 5, 6, 7. Look at that. Joyce, Yardy, Nash, top 3 championship batsmen. So it's almost as if they're looking to get off to that start. And if it doesn't quite work, they've got some stability in the middle there.
Charles Willoughby, left arm over with the new ball. Through the offside. Has it got enough legs on this? It's a quick outfield, won't reach the boundary. Sapaya doing the fielding. Mention again that prior to today, the average first innings score 2020 games at Edgbaston is 157. Bit of width and they'll scamper through for a single. Just ball 2 deliveries, Charles Willoughby. I wonder if he'll swing it. The ability to swing the ball back in to the right-hander's pads at 80 miles an hour. Just looking at the boundary count from both these teams in the semi-final. Sussex 2 sixes, 12 fours. Somerset 4 sixes, 15 fours.
Just Gothic. He would have scored a great portion of them, wouldn't he?
The factor.
Yeah.
Oh, this will be runs. Third man inside the circle. It's not runs, it's 4 runs. Not 1s and 2s, it's 4.
Well, you have to admire it. Just look at that. Just a little bit of craft and class to his game. Just using the pace that's on offer. Just 81 miles an hour. Third man now back in place.
Big wicket. Charles Willoughby goes off on one. There's a little bit of bounce. It's Murray Goodwin.
Massive moment. Murray Goodwin is back in the pavilion, and Sussex have lost their first wicket, and they will know, both sides will know what a massive moment that has just been. Willoughby has just changed the field. Just a little bit of extra bounce, wasn't there? All that it took. There's a slip in place. They didn't need him. Yeah, there he goes. Just a little bit extra bounce, lads. I've gone. It's down to you now, and the semi-final hero has gone. 1 for 7. Sussex now 16 for 1.
Mexicans look glum. Great wicket. That is a great wicket. Goodwin played wonderfully in that first semi-final. Rory Hamilton-Brown. Trey Songs he likes, and his heroes Luke Wright. Well, he's at the other end. Is that right, Trey Songs? You were well up on music, aren't you?
No, Trey Songs. You keep asking me about these bands, no idea.
Left arm over.
Runs here, excellent start. Watch it race away, watch it go. It's 20 for 1 after 2. Look at the Cowgirls are catching fire here.
to start your innings, is it? Just ease it through the offside. They've got off to a decent start in terms of runs scored here. They're going at 10 and over. They've lost their main man. How they're going to play here, Bumble. They both like to be aggressive. I suppose they've just got to be aggressive. No Murray Goodwin to steer them through the difficult times. But they've got plenty of batting in the middle order, as I said earlier. Ed Joyce, Michael Yardy, Chris Nash, top order batters to come, but they're not due to come in for 5, 6 and 7.
Alfonso Thomas with a deep backward square for Luke Wright. Gets full. Luke Wright gets it through the offside. He won't reach the boundary. Might come back for 3. Well, I mentioned that so many of this crowd have stayed. 2 teams have cleared off, Northants and Kent. Still plenty in, packed in. There's that fielder at deep backward square. He's in position for both batsmen. Excellent start. This is the end of Murray Goodwin. The ball definitely bounces. But I just wonder whether it is an off-cutter. I'm not sure that it is. I think it just bounces a touch more. New ball bounce. Yeah, just like that. Seen that before. Luke Wright dancing down the pitch and heaving into the leg side. Slow it. Well, they work, these slow deliveries. They deceive a batsman who's fired up and looking to hit the ball hard with pace, but the bowler takes the pace off. It looks innocuous, but it just brings a single. Down the pitch, good bouncer, saw him coming. Bit of afters too.
That's good umpiring. It's good God, it really frustrates me. You see a guy run down and the bowler's got no other answer really but to do what he does, and then he gets penalised if it's marginal. Well, he should get the margin, the benefit of the doubt, and good to see that he does there.
Slow ball again and crashed away through extra cover this time to end the 3rd over. 29 for 1. 29 for 1 after 3 overs. This is the final. This is the one. Somerset winning the toss, electing to field first. 1 down. Murray Goodwin's gone. He's crunched that one straight to the fielder. Just looking where the outfielders are, because fine leg and 3rd man are inside the circle, so he's deep backward square leg. Oh, and long on. Mid on, he's back on the boundary there. Those are the 2 fielders within these first 6 overs of fielding restrictions. Only 2 fielders allowed outside that 30-yard circle that you can see.
Looking forward to seeing how Luke Wright deals with this situation, actually, because when you look at his career up to date, he's a good striker, but he does have a tendency, he's got better at this, at overhitting in these early overs. But both sides know it's so important, these first 6 overs, because the wicket does get slower as the ball gets older, it gets harder. Beauty, absolute beauty. Play that if you can. So both sides are thinking, hit the ball.
Well, we do that many games at this time of night, and the lights are on here at Edgbaston. We've still got daylight, but the lights are on, and sometimes players will tell you that the ball misbehaves, it does something under lights. Mentioned the lights are on, there's bonfires as well every now and again, all around the ground. There's fireworks flying all over the place. Wicket-keeper Keyswetter comes up to the stumps. Single to finish the 4th over. It's a good over. Only 2 runs coming from it. 31 for 1. Let's have a look at variation in bounce. Now let's have a look at that Murray Goodwin wicket. Charles Willoughby definitely gets the ball to bounce. Look where it goes through to the wicket keeper. You see the reaction from Murray Goodwin, so that extra bounce. A wicket ball, and then the ball previous, the wicket balls bounced a touch more, which you can expect with new ball bounce. Change of ball in. Ben Phillips into the attack. Is he going to keep his slip in? No, Trescothick moves out to slip. No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. Brings him back in.
I know what Langer's thinking is. He got a hunch because they've had 2 off the last over. He might be thinking that these 2, Wright and Hamilton Brown, are thinking big over here. You've got 2 overs left of the 6.
Are you a believer in that that the captain thinks it's a hunch?
Yeah,
I'm going to keep him in, just a hunch.
Definitely, and I was interested to why. Let's have a keep an eye on Trescothick. He's still at slip at the moment, but Langer's he's going through his mind here. He thinks we've had a poor first 3 overs, a better last over. Yeah, there he goes. You see, this is what he's thinking. He's got a hunch, and I think he's right.
Pitch. Oh, trouble here, trouble here. Both batsmen shaking hands in the middle. Get away with it.
Well, a bit of chaos here. Needed to hit, didn't hit. But you can see the intent from Sussex's batsmen. You can see something's happening out there. Fielders should be very alert for this over.
No, it's a wide, down the leg side. Bowley doesn't like it, but it's a good decision, is this. Ball pitches and slides down the leg side. Good umpire is this lad, Richard Kettleborough. Pretty new to the game, but he looks the part. It's a wide. Is that inside edge, bat or pad? Oh, it's bat.
Well, there was definitely something on it. We're always looking towards the umpire to see what he signals. Well, he doesn't signal anything, so it's bat. Yeah, definite bat. Good decision and a drop from Keyswetter. Not easy for the keeper diving leg side, but he did all the work, didn't he? Got there.
Waiting for that, Luke Wright. Anything that's full and length and round about 82 miles an hour, and he climbs in. get through this time for a single without any problems. They're looking sharp in the field here, Somerset. So they should do. 20 overs, save every run that you can. Try to affect run-outs. Bowlers bowl straight, simple. Spinners spin it.
It's simple up here, isn't it?
There he goes, down to third man again. Good over this for Sussex. They've moved on to 42 for 1 after 5 overs. Marcus Trescothick's on the mic. Let's see if we can have a chat with him. Marcus, Bumble up here.
How are you, mate?
What's your thoughts?
Yeah, pretty good start from them. Got an early wicket. It was a big one of good win. But yeah, these two are good players, aren't they? So, you know, it's tough. You got to bowl it in good areas, try and get a bit of luck here and there.
Yeah, Justin mentioned that winning the toss, didn't really know what to do, but it worked in the first one.
Yeah, sure. It's a tough one. I don't think there's any right recipe for it. Alf! But yeah, we'll see what happens.
I'll come back to you in a second after this.
Okay, mate. Bagel, brilliant, Bagel, good night.
Just go back to Marcus again. Marcus, the lights are on. Do you feel that that's any effect at all later in the game?
Well, we'll find out. I don't know, it's at this stage. A couple of lads have slipped over a couple of times. I don't know what that's an indication. Doesn't feel too greasy, so hopefully not. If it does, it might skid on even better. We'll have to wait and see.
All right, go well, mate.
Thanks, mate. Fish!
Dot balls. Priceless dot balls.
You can see what's going through his mind, Luke, right? He's thinking third man's up again. And Langer keeps doing this to him. He keeps changing third man. Sometimes he's up on the one, then he goes back. And Luke Wright's just got to clear his mind here. What's he trying to do? Because he's good when he looks to hit the ball.
He's absolutely giving that the kitchen sink. But he's gone straight to Trescothick.
It's almost one of those examples I was talking about earlier where he looks to overhit it. It dangers on that. Look at that. It's almost losing your shape totally. Doesn't quite get the connection he wants.
Oh, 4 dot balls.
Yeah, and there's another example of it. Just calm down, watch the ball.
Well, you can tell he's ticking. Big reputation, big hitter. 4 dot balls have gone down.
And Langer's realised it too. Everyone's now on the ring giving 1. So he's only got 1 for a good shot. He's going to have play a brilliant shot to beat the inner ring now.
Full toss, bashed down the ground, but it's just a single. Excellent over this from Charles Willoughby. His last over was really good. And he went for 2 from his second over. He's just coming to the end of his third.
Go on, Harry!
Well, that will be for the poor end to the over. He'd done so well, Charles Willoughby. Bashed away for 4 at the end of the 6 over power play. 47 for 1.
It's a slightly better effort in this game. They were 40 for 1. Last game against Northampton in the semi-finals. They've just slightly bettered that, but they have lost Murray Goodwin.
Seven fours for 6 overs. He's not just connecting yet, Luke Wright. He's 19 or 20 from 20.
And this is where he needs, and it's difficult for Rory Hamilton-Brown because he's a young lad making his way in the game, but it's when your partner needs just to maybe have a little jog down and say to him, just calm down. He's gone 20 off 20 balls here. And it's going to build, the pressure will build on you as an opening batsman. But sometimes just calm it down and get a better connection.
What's the run rate? 7.58. Fielding restrictions are finished now, but nothing really changes. You can just relax the field. 4 fielders inside the circle, that's pretty standard from now on in, I would say. Still going to check the boundaries, how many boundaries each team hits. Oh, inside edge, I think. Oh, something's got to happen here. Oh, gone! What a great piece of fielding. Wicket-keeper Keyswetter. There's an appeal for LBW. Both batsmen nearly shaking hands again. Keyswetter picks the ball up. Dead-eye Dick. Both batsmen dallying. Who's out?
Well, it's Luke Wright that's on his way. He's disgusted with his partner, Rory Hamilton-Brown. Well, let's try and pick the bones out of this. Firstly, the run-out. Brilliant from Keyswetter. Brilliant pick-up, a brilliant throw. Turned almost blind. Luke Wright nowhere to be seen. Don't know what the calling was. It wasn't very good. Luke Wright's gone. Goes for 20 from 20 balls. Sussex now 48 for 2.
Well, excellent work in the field. It was a big appeal for LBW, and that's through the batsmen at 6s and 7s. Charging down the pitch. I think you've got to keep your nerve, haven't you, as you're saying, as a batting side, batting first. Keep your nerve. Got to bat your 20 overs. Don't get too frenetic. But that was great work from Keyswetter. Dropped a catch, a difficult chance down the leg side earlier. But that's special.
Well, from that, it looks as if Luke Wright is pleading with Hamilton-Brown to go back. Yeah, he knows. He's saying stop. Just kept running frenetically.
Well done, Tomo.
Dwayne Smith is the new batsman. Like square one, sporting hero Tiger Woods. Golf is on around about this weekend. Second day, this is third day, isn't it? USPGA Championship, that'll be good. Like square one, he's got a mongoose. .50 on the board, 50 for 2. Oh, big shot. Oh, flat shot. 7 overs have gone, 54 for 2. 54 for 2, it's still Charles Willoughby. Wicket-keeper up to the stumps. Driven into the offside strongly, should just be a single. Time for a change up here too. Sheriff Paul Allott and Ian Ward.
Thank you, Bumble. Change of field as Dwayne Smith takes guard.
Left arm over, Dwayne.
Justin Langer is having a quiet word with his charge, Charles Willoughby. He has decided to bowl out one of his last over figures of 1 for 19 from 3 overs and 1 ball. So the upshot of that conversation is slip goes in. Langer goes across to very wide, sort of an extra cover now. Straight mid-wicket. Oh, you better believe he's nailed that. Dwayne Smith has signalled his intent. He's only faced 3 deliveries. He's up to 9.
This is a classic Dwayne Smith shot. I think you'd call it a swish, but it's right out of the middle of the bat. Second 4 in just 3 balls. I think we're in for a bit of a higher score here. Indications are that round about 170 could be on. Good news.
have a degree of sympathy with Charles Willoughby because he saw that Dwayne Smith was trying to do something a little out of the ordinary. In the end, he's been given as wide, and he's having a quiet chat with the umpire.
Well, like you, Ian, I've got a degree of sympathy with the bowler here. The batsman shimmying around in his crease. I mean, he's gone a long way over there, hasn't he? And where that right foot is, the ball's past it by, what, 6 inches? Bowler's done his job. But playing conditions regarding wides are pretty strict, and the umpires aren't given an awful lot of leeway. Maybe they should be given a right of interpretation.
Out of 2, but Rory Hamilton-Brown at the non-strikers end had to go back into his crease just in case Willoughby was going to somehow get a bit of boot or hand on it to get back in case he was run out, like that man was. A horrible mix-up between Hamilton-Brown and Luke Wright. 20 had a runner ball for Luke. Stops that backward point, but he's parried it into the gap between himself and Trigo on the boundary. Couple to Brown.
Yes, Sapphire getting penalised a little for great diving half stop. Took the pace off it and allowed the batsman back for 2. Mind you, the pace the ball was going, he might just to save 4.
Committed, wasn't it? Like you in your prime.
No, steady.
Flying across the outfield.
Steady.
Missed out. Good take from Kieswetter. 9 from the over, though. 63 for 2.
That's the 4 in second ball of the over. And then the wide, you see Willoughby's just adjusted basically to the previous shot. Still having a chat with the umpire, but he's finished his spell now. 4 overs, 1 for 27. Decent spell, and he'll be pleased, like any bowler would be, to get his 4 overs bowled, done and dusted after just 8 in a 2020 match.
Change of bowling at the City end will be Peter Trigo coming into the attack with the keeper up to the stumps. 1 for 28 from his 4 overs against Kent in the semi-final. High economy rate, but of course this is 2020 cricket. Eaten over. Oh, how's that missed? How has that missed? Dwayne Smith was looking to hit that into Solihull, I reckon.
Byes given. Must have seemed a fraction, because it looked as though it was homing in on middle and off stump.
One thing you can say about Dwayne Smith and his batting, when he does go for a shot, he's wholehearted.
Yes, when he hits it, it stays hit. And he's not messing about here. 6 balls, he's had 4 almighty swings at the ball. A couple of 4s, a couple of misses.
And by numbers. Smith is quick, but will not be able to get back. The 2.
Trigo varies his pace well. That was up around about 80 miles an hour, but he bowls a decent slower ball. Around about the mid-60s. Useful all-rounder, more than useful, really hard-hitting batsman. Down to bat at number 6.
Got to be close, playing across the line. As Richard Kettleborough decided that's too high, or going down the leg side.
Well, that's the one. That's the 64-mile-an-hour slower ball, well disguised. Let's have another look at this. Smith just swatting across the line. Good decision, you know. It's high, above the knee roll, the point of contact, butt off the floor as well. Yeah, it's going over the top.
You know what, though? It could have been on the way down. Could be looping onto the top of the stumps. Another slower ball. Smith is all at sea with the slower deliveries from Trigo.
Yeah, that's even slower. So we've gone 79, 65, 61 miles an hour, last 3 balls. See how he bowls this, out of the back of the hand, the hardest slower ball of all to bowl. Arm still comes over at what the batsman would perceive as normal pace.
Very good over. Just a couple from it. It's 9 gone, 65 for 2.
Rory, change the ball.
65 for 2, the Sussex Sharks. Their current run rate is just over 7, which would take them to 144 or so. They will be wanting, and I suspect needing, more than that if they are to beat Somerset to become 2020 Cup champions of 2009. Well, Charles Willoughby was bowled out by Justin Langer at the pavilion end, so an enforced change, and it's going to be some leg breaks. Young Max Waller, 21 years of age.
Bit of a gamble this, I think, from Langer. Bowled him in the semi-final, just 1 over, went for 11, didn't have to bowl him.
I'll be surprised if these batsmen allow Waller to settle. I reckon Dwayne Smith is coming here, though. Bugles sounding. This one's coming our way, mate.
Yeah, don't switch off, don't look away, because Smith will be looking to heave this. Oh, subtle.
Pick the leg break. Pick the leg break. They're googly, I should say.
Maybe that was his sighter.
It is a crucial part of the game, though, the innings for Sussex. Nicely flighted and gone. The cry from my right from Paul Allard is going down. We'll have to have a look at the replay. But Rory Hamilton-Brown is going off. He's gone for 25.
Well bowled, Max Waller. 3 balls, 1 wicket. I think this has just got a hint of googly about it. Rory Hamilton-Brown shuffling across in front of all 3. Which way is this turning? Going down by yards. Thought it was. Dear, oh dear, that's missing by some considerable distance. Anyway, Rory Hamilton-Brown has gone. LBW for 25 off 22, 67 for 3.
Googly not picked by Rory Hamilton-Brown of any note. Not picked by the umpire, you have to say. Here's Ed Joyce. Won the 2020 Cup last season. Fantastic final against Kent at the Rose Bowl. Of course, playing for Middlesex. Middlesex Crusaders, as they were last year. Middlesex Panthers this year. Waller to Joyce.
Yes.
So how does Smith play it now from here? New man at the crease.
Smith only plays one way, doesn't he?
Well, we said that, and then he gently nurdled one into the leg side.
He's allowed to dink the odd one.
Oh!
So, is that the dink sweep, was it?
He was going to smear that. He was going to hit that as hard as he possibly could over mid-wicket, and then thought better of it.
There he goes. That's a fabulous strike. 11 from the over, plus the wicket of Rory Hamilton-Brown. What an entertaining 6 deliveries, 76 for 3.
Told you it was coming. Can't help himself, Dwayne Smith. Joyce is giving him a bit of a lesson, or trying to work out which is the leg break and the googly. It doesn't matter to Dwayne Smith. Stayed with it, full length ball. hit flat and long into the first tier of the stand. Shot, Smithy. Yeah, we agree.
19 off just 12 deliveries, 93 metres. That's 6 he hit. With a couple of 4s as well. Now Trigo's first over was outstanding, just the one run coming from it, plenty of variety. Will he try that variety straight up with the new batsman Ed Joyce, or will he settle into a line and length?
Well, that's about as quick as he bowls, 81 miles an hour. Decent medium pace, top side of medium, fast medium. But he doesn't bowl 6 of those. Have a look at this again. Poor old Rory Hamilton-Brown. I mean, that's pitched off stump and turned way down the leg side.
Fancy that's clipped the stumps at the bowler's end. Trigo did get a hand on it, but Smith was back in his crease. He's going to set himself leg side. There's the fingertip. We'll get back. Worked away into the leg side. Comfortable 2. In the end, it'll be a comfortable 3. There's a calmness about Ed Joyce when he comes to the crease. Whether that's first-class cricket or Pro 40 or Friends Provident Trophy or even in the hurly-burly that is 2020.
Yeah, good player, Joyce. He's one of those forgotten men in terms of England selection. Picked as a one-day player in England's squad a couple of years ago. Scored 100 in Sydney.
Long shot down the ground, should be just the single.
"17 one-day internationals for Ed Joyce," but he, you know, I think he's at the stage now, 30 years of age, where I think about him filling a gap in England's batting order, whatever the game, Test match level. One day.
Role would he fulfill the England one-day side?
Well, I'm thinking about, you know, the talk lately has been about batsmen in Test level, hasn't it? Why hasn't he been mentioned? I think he does well. He scores hundreds in all competitions. A couple of hundreds in the county championship already this year. 3 in the Friends Provident. Bat anywhere. He bats. That's number 3. He's batting lower down now in this at 5. Oh, bowled him round his legs with a slower ball. He went down on one knee to sweep. Trigo's lack of pace again working wonders. So Trigo gets his first wicket. Joyce has gone just as we were singing his praises. It's 80 for 4.
Trying to work that down to fine leg. Trigo out thinking, well, he certainly did with the slower ball. I'm not convinced he wanted it to be that leg side. Doesn't matter, Sussex have lost their 4th wicket and Joyce has gone for 4. Captain's in. Michael Yardy at the non-striker's end, because Ben Phillips is coming into the attack for Somerset from the pavilion end. Hit hard and he's almost fallen over. He's got it for 4. How on earth does he hit that hard? Because he completely slipped. His back foot went from underneath him.
Well, it's Dwayne Smith's area, isn't it, mid-wicket, and sides continually forget to put a mid-wicket in there. So sprawling dive couldn't cut that 4 off.
Hit hard, and that will mean that Hildreth will have to defend the boundary. It means Yardy can scamper back for 2. Michael Yardy can scamper. He's not the quickest between the sticks. comeback. Phillips full and straight. Farm radio here. An exclusive interview.
Nay, nay, nay.
Dr. Spock as well. Dr. Spock from Farm Radio. Great shot, sensational shot. Beautiful strike straight down the ground.
Well, Ben Phillips will be wondering what he's got to do. The previous ball, right in the block hole. This ball, well, I suppose, yeah, it's a half volley, but it's a long half volley. How he's got under that to get it up over the bowler. It's just a short arm jab, plenty of bottom hand, powered away for 6.
Now some subtlety, some real subtlety after the power of Dwayne Smith. Now this has got Phillips thinking, and the captain Justin Langer. 16 off the first 5 deliveries.
Well, it's just showing there's an edge to Smith's game, as well as the bludgeoning shots through mid-wicket and straight. There's little deft touches as well. Picked his spot. 3rd man up, mid-wicket out. I'll hit it down to 3rd man.
Whipped away on the leg side, should be 2. Oh, Smith has slipped as he turned, but he's managed to stand upright and get to the other end. 18 from the 12th over, 98 for 4.
Two 4s and a 6 in the over, a couple of 2s as well. Dwayne Smith has the biggest 6 of the day by a metre. Darren Stevens a couple.
Middle.
And Smith has the power to add to that.
Offie! Offie!
Trigger has remarkable figures of 2 overs, 1 for 5. Michael Yardy enjoys batting against Somerset in one-day cricket, at least this season. Quarter-final of the Friends Provident Trophy down at Taunton. He was 57 not out to see his side through to the semis. And they duly beat Gloucester at home, but then went down to Hampshire in the Lord's final. Yardy himself scored 92 not out. Now, I don't want to get into a battle with you about running between the wickets when Michael Yardy's at one end, but we have the same issue that we did at Chelmsford. You got the tortoise and the hare.
Said nothing.
You're about.
He's settled for 1, that's fine. Get the man who's hitting 4s and 6s on strike. I'm happy. More than happy.
What I'm saying is Smith has got to be a bit careful. Clever, beautifully clever, inventive.
Be a bit careful playing a shot like that. It's as close to the Dilshan as you can get. Brilliant position he gets into. Probably thinking of trying to lap it leg side, and oh no, it's a definite up over the keeper ramp shot. Brilliant.
Very hard. He carried flat. Oh, I take the stumps. We're going to have some buzzers here. Just the one, because Sapphire does well.
Overthrows. Where does buzzers come from?
No idea.
No.
It's one of those things you pick up
That's
as
right.
a professional.
Handed down through the ages.
He did really well, Sapphire. Bowled through the tree gate. Have you got any idea at home where buzzers come from for overthrows? Saying buzzers. cricket@skysports.com. Not out from just 22 deliveries. 5 fours and a couple of sixes. "13 overs bowled, 107 for 4. Young Max Waller is back into the attack for Somerset. He'll be bowling to Michael Yardy. Here's Nasser Hussain and Michael Atherton.
Thanks, Ian. Big test this for Max Waller, with Dwayne Smith going so well. Michael Yardy's tactics for the moment, just to get Dwayne Smith on strike.
Any advice to the young leg spinner bowling at Smith? I mean, what do? Toss it up, drag him a little bit wider outside off stump? He's going to go after him.
Vary it, I think that's the key. Varying pace. Don't put it in the slot, because you'll get punished. 50 for Dwayne Smith.
Superb innings, 51 off 23 deliveries. Often he just plays the shot of the day. Dwayne Smith is trying to play the innings of the day, the innings that pushes Sussex up to a really good score in this final. 3 sixes now and 5 fours. Keep going.
Hit hard. And for 4, James Hildreth can't get round. This is superb batting.
Spinner now under pressure. Yardy did the right thing, a single off the first ball. Over to you, Dwayne. And it's a 6 followed by a classic cover drive for 4.
Flatter this time, pulled away. Wide of mid-on, dropped, and 4. Think it carried.
Alfonso Thomas in the deep. A difficult chance. Did he get there? Wheels are coming off Somerset.
Reverse sweep this time and missed, and is he out? The third umpire has been called for. Somerset confident.
I think he's gone. I think he dragged both feet out. He didn't keep 1 foot behind the line. He went for it so hard, he almost swung himself off his feet. And gone. I think he's gone. Did he need to play the big reverse sweep? Skidded on. He gave it everything like he does with all his shots, and I think might be struggling.
He's out, isn't he? Needed to slide his bat or his foot in rather than lift it up and try and get it in. I think he's gone. Marginally short the foot, and the bat is in the air. So well done, Max Waller, under pressure this over, having been put for 4-6-4 by Dwayne Smith, but he's got his man. And Smith must go. It's been an excellent innings. 59 from 26 has given this Sussex innings real impetus.
He's crossed. Did he need to do that? He's hitting so well over mid-wicket, down the ground. He's pumped up. What a brilliant innings. The innings of the day so far. 59 off just 26. And this final has been lit up by Devon Smith.
Third quickest half-century that was for Dwayne Smith in English T20 Cup cricket. So pumped up, he just couldn't de-pump, as it were. That's what he needed to do, having hit a 6 and 2 fours. Too late now.
Doesn't strike me as someone who de-pumps Smith. When he's going, I think he just keeps going. You could tell Yardy didn't even bother having a word with him. Couldn't hold him back. Nash come back, he's had a good season. Here's that wicket again. He was going so hard at this. Good work from He's better behind the stumps as well. Quick hands.
That's a Smith wagon wheel. Lots of strokes through mid-wicket in the early part of the innings, but then started to hit through the offside as well towards the end, and straight down the ground. He's a very talented player.
That's right, that's right.
Langer has got this very open leg side field again. Should be plenty of twos. Not this time, says Yardy. Got to make sure those deep fielders are well positioned on the leg side when he has just one man behind square saving a single. Field now for the left-handed Yardy. Is it Yardy's job now to be more aggressive now that Smith has gone?
I think he'll go the other way. I think Yardy's the sort of character who wants to be in there for the last couple of overs. Try and do what Stevens did earlier for Kent, whack the last 2 overs.
Not in there, not in there!
Nash might be the man that needs to take the risk. Langer getting cross with someone in the field. Look at me. All players have got to look at the captain.
Bowled in, beautifully bowled. Yardy looking to give himself room through the offside. It just spun ever so fractionally through the gate. Yardy gone.
So much for my plan of batting through. Yardy just giving himself too much room. Langer pumped up because he realises he needed those 2 wickets. He's back in the game. Too much room, he has to reach for it. And it does turn a little bit and skid through. So 2 wickets in 7 deliveries for Somerset. And the momentum turns back in their direction. Yardy's gone for 4. 126 for 6.
So Nash now joined by Yasser Arafat. Oh, spin there. That's a ripper from Waller. Turn, bounce, quick turn.
That was a beauty. Whatever game, 2020 Test match, that's a beauty.
Oh, that's definitely played. A lovely shot from Nash.
It is lovely. It could have ended up ugly, though. It's the sort of shot you end up playing and it just goes straight up in the air and the keeper catches it. Didn't know what to do at that stage, but he does well.
The inventiveness these days is remarkable. Way would you have seen a shot like that 15 years ago? Googly this time from Waller, showing all his tricks.
That's 1, yes. 3 to come. Right arm over. 1.
Should look for 2, but I don't think he'll get it. No.
Over.
132 for 6 after 16 overs. Marcus Trescothick is on the mic. Marcus, can you hear me? Athers here.
Yeah, I got you, mate.
How are you? How's it going out there?
Yeah, pretty good. Couple of good wickets there. Just pegged them back a little bit, so give ourselves a chance here, I think.
Quite destructive, Dwayne Smith, when he gets going.
Yeah, mate, he's a dangerous player. Great to watch because he hits it flipping miles, so I'm very happy to see him back of him.
Any sense that the game under lights has affected the conditions at all?
Not really at the moment, I don't think. No, it's not really very dewy. If it does, it might just help the pitch, because obviously it's been a fairly slow pitch all day, but we'll see, mate.
OK, thanks for joining us.
Cheers, mate.
Flipping miles, he hits it.
I think you said flipping.
I think so.
There he is, still got a sweat on.
Justin Langer built him up as one of the best death bowlers in the world. Thomas, he's been good at the start, will now need to finish off well.
Oh yes, that's nice. Wasn't full enough, and the fine leg is up, so it's poorly directed.
Arafat can be dangerous. He gives it a good whack at the end of the innings. He uses a big bat. But he's also subtle in his batting. He realised he just had to clip that past short, fine leg, and he does it well.
.4 overs left. What can Sussex hope for now? 160?
160 would be a good score. Make a good final chase.
Hasn't quite found his length, and Phillips has misread the bounce, or he's been unlucky, not sure which, but it brings Sussex 4.
It does sometimes spin in that direction when it is clipped on the first bounce. It's very difficult in the deep. Watch the spin here. Just stops in the outfield there, and he ran round it. There wasn't a lot of spin. I think he just expected it to go further in that direction. Thomas not amused.
Well, this is an expensive over. Langer would have hoped that the great Afonso was one of his bankers. But he's gone 4-1, 4-4 here.
Just strain one stump too straight, especially with fine leg up. So dangerous.
Over.
146 for 6, 17 gone. Quite a pleasant evening here at Edgbaston now, and we're in the middle of the 2009 Twenty20 Cup final, and a good one it is too, with Sussex 146 for 6 after 17 overs, 3 more overs to get to about 160 if they can. And on this pitch, that would represent quite a challenge for Somerset.
He's backing his spinners, Langer. It was Sapaya who bowled the last over in the semi-final and went for 20, and it's going to be Sapaya to bowl the 18th over of the final.
This is the highest score of the day now. We've had 4 innings, of course. This is the 5th, and 148 represents the highest score. So Somerset will have to go some to win this game. I knew they won the first game in a canter. Beat Keyswetter, but just for a bye, a late bye.
Semi-final, Sapaya got hit down the ground by Darren Stevens. At the moment, it's all sweeps.
$150 up.
150 in the 18th over.
Good over this from Sapaya, just the singles so far, which he would settle for.
Which makes this last ball very important. He knows it, and Yasser Arafat knows he's probably going to target the boundary. 5 singles so far in the over.
Swept hard, and it's beaten the man at deep square leg. A 4 to finish the over. Disappointment for Sapaya and for Somerset.
A good over. Becoming a good score, this 155 with 2 overs to go. Projected score of 172. In a final and under pressure, could be a difficult target. The high blocks there after the 11th over. Mr. Smith and now Arafat and Nash.
Got his game face on, Justin Langer. Trigo replaces Thomas. Field set defensively, as you'd expect at this stage of the innings. That's beaten mid-wicket. Langer, the man diving.
Atmosphere building now. It's been pretty quiet for most of the day, but I think Dwayne Smith has really lit up this final with some exceptional hitting. And now the crowd feel there's a game on. They know that Somerset will have to bat well to chase down this score.
Phillips coming round. I don't think he'll get there. He doesn't.
It's out the middle of that Arafat bat. Just dragged it wide. Feels still pretty quick here at Edgbaston.
Slow ball. And, Arafat did well because he was looking to shaping to hit big and then delayed his stroke.
A good example of the release shot we were talking about earlier in the day. Who's going to bowl that last over? It's going to have to be Thomas. I don't think they'll take the risk again with Sapaya like Langer did in that semi-final. Thomas with 1 left will bowl the last over from the pavilion end.
Been expensive by his standards today. That's beaten fine leg. These are good and useful runs for Nash at the end of the innings. He's 25 from 18 now.
And it's a good example of not trying to slog the ball out of the ground. I've not seen many big hits from these two, and yet the partnership's 41 of 23. Just delicate shots, and if it's not there, they've got it in a different area. So it's very sensible batting.
Ouch. Oof, ouch. On 67 for 6.
Where's that hitting? Just to play him goal. That's one way of stopping them.
That's where we are. Dwayne Smith gave this innings the impetus it needed. 59 from just 26 balls. Useful contributions from Luke Wright and Rory Hamilton-Brown with 20-odd apiece. And now Nash with 25 from 19. Yasser Arafat 18 from 10. A partnership worth 41 from just 24 balls has taken Sussex to 167 for 6. It will be Afonso Thomas who bowls the last over. He'll be hoping for a better over than the one he bowled last time, which by his standards was a poor one. He's normally unbelievably accurate in that block hole at the end of an innings. Arafat on strike.
Of two, they'd have done well to get one. Fine leg's gone back to Nash, so he'll have to hit down the ground more. All those delicate shots will have to be put away. And the old favoured cow corner comes into play.
Pitch driven down the ground, should just be one, but the misfield will bring a second.
Just pressure, that's all it is. Earlier in the day, when Kent was struggling, this would have been picked up, but now the pressure, trying to keep them down to one. And there'll be more pressure later in the evening.
Good score this now, highest score in finals days here at Edgbaston. Slow ball drilled down the ground again to Waller, who fields cleanly this time.
Yeah, the old long barrier came out on that occasion. Been a decent over, no boundaries yet. Mid-on has been targeted. Both these batsmen might want to just drag it a little bit wider of mid-on. That's a short boundary. And that's why mid-wicket now just sneaking back onto the edge of that circle.
Slow ball bouncer, there's another one of your demonstrations, Nasser, from this morning.
Yeah, you played it just about as well as I did. I don't know what you do with this delivery, and good thinking. Good thinking from the bowler. No pace, look at it looping. I suppose you could try dab it over the keeper.
Just got to get bat on ball, haven't you? Scamper through. Thomas setting his own field, sends mid-off back to the boundary, brings fine leg up for Arafat. This one might not be a bouncer then. No, it's full this time, and Arafat ups himself through mid-wicket. Just singles though. This is a much better over from Thomas this time. So mid-off up now for Nash. Fine leg goes back. They obviously think Nash prefers to dab sweep and fine sweep rather than hit down the ground and over the top. Bowled in, brilliant ball to finish with from Thomas. Finally gets it right in the block hole. It's too good for Nash, but it ends an excellent innings for Nash and for Sussex. Nash 28 from 22, and he's helped Sussex to 172 for 7 off their 20 overs.
It ends a very good partnership of 46 between Nash and Arafat. A good last over from Thomas, just the 5 runs from it. But Sussex will be very, very happy at the halfway stage. I think they thought 160 was about par, so they're above par. And Somerset and some of the middle order of the Somerset batsmen who were not tested in that first semi-final might have to come out and deliver. In a final under pressure, that could be tricky.
Good innings from the Sussex Sharks. 20 for Luke Wright, 25 Hamilton Brown. The innings of the evening from Dwayne Smith, 59 from 26. And then good contributions from Nas and Yasser Arafat down the order.
Look at the bowling. Thomas 1 for 37, Willoughby 1 for 27. Who went round the park? Phillips going at 12 runs and over, and Waller going at 11 runs per over.
Ian Ward's got Dwayne Smith with him, I think.
I have, yes. Sussex will go into the break with a little bit of momentum thanks to Yasser Arafat and Chris Nash. But Dwayne Smith was the man that entertained us. That was a magical effort of stroke play. You looked absolutely gutted to get out, though.
Yeah, I was very disappointed. I think I should have played a different shot. and keep myself in so I can go for a push on at the end. But all in all, I'm still happy with the score that we have, and just need to go out there and bowl as good as we were bowling throughout the whole 1 day.
You mentioned a bit disappointed with your shot. You were whacking the ball out of the park straight, and then you tried something clever. Why? What's going through your head?
Just I probably think I got too overconfident, but as I say, it's good. I'm just happy that I got a good score and got them on the go, and it's just for us to, as I say, to go out there and do well now.
Well, you got the runs on the board, the lights are on, but they haven't really taken effect. This will be a difficult run chase for Somerset.
Yeah, we need, as I say, as we bowl as we've been through the whole 1 day series and stuff. I'm sure that it'll be a tough one for them, and we'll give them a good run.
Great, good to speak to you. Thanks for your time.
Thanks.
Dwayne Smith there. So, Somerset have a challenge on their hands if they are to win the 2020 Cup of 2009. Sussex have put 172 runs on the board. It's an 8.5 and over run chase needed by Somerset. We are in for a thriller. Here comes Marcus Trescothick. Justin Langer is about 15 metres behind him, actually, which is unusual. When he opened the batting for Australia with Matthew Hayden, they ran out together, but Trescothick can't wait. He's already out in the middle. You can watch this conclusion to the 2020 Cup of 2009 in high definition on channel 409. Let's get back upstairs and join Paul Allott and David Lloyd.
Thanks, Ian. You're right, Marcus Trescothick out in the middle, already taken guard. Justin Langer just going to the non-striker's end. It's going to be Luke Wright to open the bowling for Sussex. Some speculation as to whether Michael Yardy will open at the other end, maybe with himself or one of the other spinners. We'll have to wait and see. Crucial phase of the game with Marcus Trescothick in wonderful form. Brilliant innings in the semi-final. Marvellous innings on Sky Sports on Thursday night as well down at Bristol. Can he continue in that vein? If he does, Somerset could get one hand on this 2020 trophy pretty early on in proceedings. Luke Wright has the ball in his hand to spread field. Trescothick on strike. Good start from both.
Well, the last round up, here we are, magnificent 7. Wagon trains just surrounding, isn't it? Let's get back to the Wild West. Wagon trains just circling here at the last round up. They're trying to get them in the corral. Bit of gun smoke here and there.
Can't pierce the infield. The field is outside the circle. The first 6 overs, 2 of them. Kirtley down at third man and deep square leg as well.
Got to go some here, Somerset. That's a really good total posted by Sussex, 172.
As far as the spectacle's concerned, we needed a big score. Trescothick off the mark, gets Somerset going.
Captain needing to organise the men, keep his nerve, captain. There will be an onslaught. Somebody will put a partnership together. Keep your nerve.
You can't get two better than the 2 batsmen out in the middle for Somerset. Langer and Trescothick, vastly experienced. Short and pulled away by Langer, not that short, but it's a really good shot, aggressive stroke from Justin Langer.
Down he goes. The ball's flown across towards that booking Bronco. This is a good shot. Short man, quickly onto the back foot, swivels through mid-wicket.
Langer the aggressor early on this time. Trescothick with just a single off the first 3 balls. First boundary to Langer. Clipped away through the leg side in front of square, just 1. That booking Bronco, and he gets going when there's a boundary, doesn't it? It'll be calm now. I think it's a steer anyway, isn't it? It's got horns.
There's been some sights on there today. Come on, lad, put a shilling in.
Six for no wicket from the first over. Relatively quiet start. It's the solitary boundary. Langer 5 from 2 balls.
Well, he needed to go. The original rate was 8.65 runs per over. They won't want it to get too many above that. I think they can handle 9.5 with that batting lineup. You need to get off the secret. As always, get off to a flying start if you can, or to get as many runs as you can in that 6 overs of power play without losing too many wickets. Yasser Arafat to share this new ball attack with Luke Wright.
Yeah, you talk about pressure and players able to cope with it, David. Those two batsmen, Trescothick and Langer, over 315 international appearances between them. Shouldn't worry them too much. Langer on strike. There's a feature of Sussex's semi-final, the way that Sussex bowled. Didn't matter whether it was medium pacers, whether it was Arafat or Kirtley, or the spinners, Beer, Yardy. The quality of the bowling was really, really good. Oh dear, James Kirtley with the misfield. Maybe they're the nerves.
Definitely. Full house, lights are on, we're into the final. This is the second innings of the final. It happens to all of them. Just an experienced player like James Kirtley. He won't believe he's just done that.
Centre.
Cut away behind square and hit with power as well, not just guided down there, hit hard. And it's off again.
Well, the ball's winning there. Terrific shot that would set fire to everybody again. Oops. He likes it there. He loves it there. Don't bowl there.
4 more in front of square this time. Glorious shot.
Crunchington's through the offside here. Cider lads are on the way.
Well, Trescothick's had his sight. A couple of balls in the first over. Little bit of width now from Arafat. First ball behind square, and the second 4 just in front of square on the offside. 1,000 runs in 2020 cricket for Marcus Trescothick.
Slow delivery. Arafat just taking the pace off. Can he bowl it? Been around a long time, Yasser Arafat. Knows all about this. Knows about batsmen coming at him. The mentality is to know that you're going to get hit for a few. What can you come back with?
Well bowled, well played. Can't come back for 2 though. Electric start from Trescothick, 16 without loss.
You could bet either way on this result. TalkSport and the 2020 Cup, a winning partnership.
.16 without loss, Somerset going at 8 and over. They need 8 and over, just a bit more than that. Important to be up with the rate. Oh, Trescothick, high and handsome towards the scoreboard and into the crowd for 6. First one of the innings.
Oh, watch this, Clatterissimo this is. Straight out of the screws.
Clatterissimo, Bella Italiano.
Oh, oui, mon Dieu, mange tout.
Huge shot from Trescothick. Oh, and that's drilled straight back past the bowler. 10 off the first 2 balls.
Drilled, absolutely drilled again. Trescothick on the charge here. Moved on to 20 from 10, 3 4s and a 6. Look out, umpire.
So Wright with problems now. He's gone for 10 off for the first 2 balls of his second over. Trescothick set. Perfectly happy just to push that into the offside for a single with fielder set back on the 30-yard circle. Hit on the toe, not out though. I think that's, well, it's close and it'd be worth another look. Leg by's given. Wonder if this did pitch or hit him on the full and whether he was in line with leg stump.
I'd like to see this. My first thought, real time, he's just outside leg stump. Yeah. Used to be an umpire.
Before you took up languages.
Doing well on my language course, don't knock it.
Oh, that's gone. Oh, catch, says Luke Wright. Well, somebody in the crowd might. In the Holly stand. It's gone miles. Absolute miles. Second 6 of the over.
Trescothick's off again. Clockington's here. Have a look at this. He middles everything, doesn't he? Bang. Air time.
He was obviously bowling for the catch at deep square. No run there, but it's an excellent over for Somerset and for Trescothick. 34 without loss from 3, well ahead of the rate now.
Well, the original rate was 8.65. It's now at 8.18. Just let's see what happens. I think this hits somebody in the crowd. It's got a lot of air time. Can't tell, the ball nestles down there in the crowd. Let's see from this. Catch.
They don't do that catch in the crowd anymore, do they? You get a prize for a catch in the crowd. Too many injuries, problems with insurance.
That was a big hit. That was a huge hit.
Change of bowling. Arafat off, Kirtley on. Everything seems to be screaming out of the middle of the bat. Doesn't matter whether it's Langer or Trescothick. That was hit too hard, really.
It's as if we got the same pattern of play from Somerset as the first semi-final with Trescothick absolutely on the charge. Langer, he's only had 6 deliveries, Langer, pushing it around, getting the ones. Over to you, Marcus Trescothick. Same plans also from Sussex. Arafat 1 over, on comes Kirtley.
Can't bowl a spinner in the first 6 overs, can they, with a field that has to be in. It's a slog from Langer, but he's got away with it. Square leg is well in front of square. He'll pick up 2. That's the problem. You can't. Well, sides have tried bowling leg spinners was the first over. Lancashire did it and won a few games doing it as well. But it's a real gamble against Langer and Trescothick.
Well, I wonder if it's worth taking, because so many sides open the bowling with a quick bowler for 1 over, as you say. Du Plessis does it now and again for Lancashire. Just open with a spinner.
They've lost the chance now. It should have been the first over of the innings. It's skewed away down to third man. It's not carrying though. First bounce to Nash down there.
Well, even Langer's trying to get in on this boundary dealing. 4 4s and 2 6s. Langer's hit 1 4, but it's not for the lack of trying. He's looking to hit some big shots, Justin Langer.
Well, it's Trescothick who's the boundary man today here at Edgbaston. 8 4s, 2 6s in the first innings. 3 4s, 2 6s already now. I say the first innings, I mean the semi-final. Oh, width. That's just meat and drink for him, but he does it so well. That's 6. Over extra cover this time.
He drops his pace to 77 miles an hour. Yeah, it's another 6. This is an effortless shot. Just look at the grace and the power in this shot. Stands upright. Length ball length at Trescothick.
The bowlers have fallen into the same trap here to Trescothick. He's such an aggressive and good striker of the ball. They're trying to bowl Yorkers, but falling fractionally short. If you do that, it's just right in his slot, especially with a bit of width on it. No wonder Trescothick's in red as our danger man. That's in the air. This could be out. Smith coming back. Oh, there's a goal. Hamilton Brown called. That's a good catch, because Smith had set off and was running full tilt at Hamilton Brown. It's the end of Trescothick. A little gem from him. Just 15 balls, but 33 runs.
Wonder if this is enough for Somerset. The big man has gone. This is a scare. Slow delivery again from Kirtley. And Kirtley gets his man. There's a bit of conflict out there with the fielders, but Hamilton Brown takes the catch. Kirtley gets the wicket. And what a golden wicket it is. Trescothick has gone for 33. Threatened mayhem. 43 for 1 Somerset.
Well, it's got Somerset off to the flyer that they wanted, chasing this good total from Sussex of 172 for 7. So Trescothick has lit up the early part of this innings with that innings of 33. He's replaced by Xander de Bruyn. Not such a heavy bat. Sporting hero Jimmy Cook to open the batting South Africa, and played at Somerset, coaches Somerset now as a batting coach. Here's Kirtley to finish his over. Ten off the over, but the wicket most important. 44 for 1. Somerset 44 for 1. I wonder if Trescothick has done enough to propel Somerset on the way to 173. Special innings from Trescothick, 33 from 15, but he's gone now. And it's Langer there, 9 not out from 9, and de Bruyn, who's yet to face a ball.
Well done, Juicer. Nice start, Adrian, nice start. Now grab us in, Doc, grab us in.
Dwayne Smith on.
Middle's under. Adam over.
Dwayne Smith in his bowling role now after a spectacular innings. 59 from 26 balls. Oh, it's good fielding. And a good job that Langer went back.
Langer was looking for a single. Very good win at mid-on, in very quickly. Shies at the stumps, hits. To see how Langer plays now. Trescothick's gone, how does Langer play?
Well, what does he do, in your experience, Dave? Does he tick everything along and let the other batsman do the hitting? Cultured stroke from de Bruyn, but no run.
I think that will be in his mind when you look at the rest of the lineup. And James Hildreth, De Bruyne, just look at this catch now. Get everybody out of the way.
Fielders here, look at Smith getting towards Hamilton Brown. It's a gutsy catch from Hamilton Brown because Smith is running at him at full tilt. Played a fair bit of rugby in his time. Hamilton Brown. Good stuff. Called and held his ground.
This is a really good over. We've seen that onslaught from Trescothick and then Sussex get the wicket. You need a response from your bowlers. Now, this is perfect from Smith. Just coming to the end of his first over, just gone for 2 runs.
Finish it off well. He has done. Good over, just 3 singles from that first Smith over. It's 47 for 1. Chris Nash is on the mic. Chris, that was a hectic and frenetic start, wasn't it? But Trescothick's gone now.
Yeah, obviously key wicket. He's looked in pretty good nick, didn't he? So yeah, we're happy to get him out, but obviously we need a couple more wickets early, and then we'll be in the driving seat.
Pretty good nick.
What's that, mate?
Pretty good nick.
When you're smashing the ball over to come for 6 without even playing a shot, you're in decent nick, aren't you?
Good catch from Rory, though, wasn't it? Because Dwayne Smith was charging at him.
Yeah, I've experienced that, and this studs through my legs, so I'm glad Rory got that. But it's tough out here. The lights are quite low, so it's quite hard to pick up.
Interesting that he says it's tough out there. Lights are low. I wonder if that's going to affect how Somerset bat. Well, Trescothick didn't have any problem seeing the ball, did he?
Well, it looks a terrific spectacle now that the lights have taken full effect, but they are quite low.
That's a great shot off the back foot from Langer, forcing back foot drive through extra cover. Beautifully timed.
Yeah, 38 years of age, Justin Langer, but just have a look at this shot. Almost close your eyes and think test match. Super shot is this. Well, he rises and gets on to his tiptoes and takes the ball on top of its bounce. Finds the gap through the offside. Lovely shot.
Ball in, off stump out of the ground, middle stump out of the ground, the back drop by Langer as he swings across the line. That is comprehensive.
2 pints down, have a look at this. Ball straight, how many times do we say it? Arafat gets rid of another danger man. The experience of Justin Langer demolishes 2 stumps. Oh yeah, did he appeal there? That's out. Langer, big player's gone for 15, 51 for 2.
Well, did Justin Langer need to do that? Somerset going along pretty well at 9.2 and over. Did Langer need to swing across the line at Arafat? No matter, he's done it. Stump's demolished. And Arafat delighted. James Hildreth in now. Well, that's answered your question about how does Langer bat, David. He doesn't anymore.
No, it doesn't matter now. Here's James Hildreth, good player. Heavy bat, £2 10 ounces, like Jack Johnson. Sporting hero, nothing better than Steve Waugh, I would say.
Ooh, a little bit of in-swing from Arafat, very full as well. And on the bottom of Hildreth's bat.
Couple of good overs here. Previous over from Smith just went for 3. Arafat gets the wicket of Langer, and he's just gone for 4 in this over.
little bit of bounce, so really fine over. It's the end of the power play. 51 for 2 from 6. Been full of action, both on and off the field. Trescothick lighting up the early overs with a brilliant innings. 33 off 15 balls. 3 sixes and 3 fours. But then he went. Hamilton Brown taking the catch, Kirtley taking the wicket, soon followed by Justin Langer swinging across the line at Yasser Arafat. That's where we are. 172 for 7, plays 51 for 2. Fielding restrictions finished. Sabres need 122 from 14 at getting on for 9 and over. Spin on now.
Michael Yardy, captain, comes into the attack. Left arm spin. Good variations from Yardy. Still round about the original rate, Somerset. Round about 8.65 to win the game. 2 down, 14 overs left.
It's a big shout for something. I'm not quite sure what. A little bit of turn for Yardy. This will be the problem time for Somerset, how they get at Yardy early on.
A little bit of spin. Think about the last 2 overs, a 3, a 4. A single off this over, 2 dot balls.
That's where the run rate required goes up and up. Escalates quickly.
Got good spin options.
And the other thing, David, is with Trescothick and Langer gone, puts the onus on the younger, the more inexperienced Somerset batsman, and that spun a long way.
Well, he's got Will Beer as well, leg spin. That did spin. Rory Hamilton Brown off spin.
On it! Back in me!
Good run of 3 overs. 3 runs off that, the 7th, it's 54 for 2. Somerset need another 119. 54 for 2 they are. Got a change up here. Nick Knight is with Mike out.
Stiff ask, isn't it? 9.15 and over for Somerset. Needed a bit more of Trescothick. Gave them a wonderful start. But somebody has to go on now. Will Beer, second young leg spinner of the evening.
On it! Top stop.
Or Max Waller for Somerset earlier in the game. They both look young, don't they? Good to see, though, 2 young leg spinners. Waller 21, Beer 20 years of age. What an occasion for them.
Catch it!
Beautifully bowled.
Yes, Andy! Yes, Andy! Yes, pal! Like it, Beer, right? Brilliant, Andy! On it! Agent, no one!
Good placement. Dwayne Smith is a brilliant fielder. He's quick to the ball and he's got a great arm. He's pumped up tonight.
Catch it!
Is it out? Hamilton Brown underneath it. Takes the catch. Will Beer strikes. Good wicket for the young leg spinner. Hildreth goes.
Good safe hands. Second catch for Rory Hamilton Brown. Another crucial one too. They're pumped up as well. Michael Yardy knows. Another massive, massive wicket. Hildreth, very talented Hildreth, has gone this time. Will Beer, a bit of flight. It tempts him down. Not easy to catch this right above the lights. It's not easy. Look. Simple enough. Yeah, well played, Will Beer. Well played, Sussex. Not a way to go yet. Making early inroads. Hildreth goes for one. Somerset now 57 for 3.
Well, that tough ask has become even tougher now with the departure of Hildreth. Exciting young player. Another one replaces him, Craig Kieswetter. Very good form this year. Batsman cross, so De Bruyne on strike. It's been a good over from Will Beer. Showing good temperament under pressure.
That's it. Centre. Buddy. Good, Juicer. Oh, love that.
Good over, 1 for 4 from Will Beer's first over.
He's going on the leg side, and that it's a slight leading edge, I think, that creates the height. Yeah, definitely looking to fetch it, which is a brave shot. I don't think it was the googly. Bit of turn on the surface.
On it! No more there, yes, back in.
So Yardy looking to turn the screw now. Spin at both ends. It's been a strong point, a strong feature of Sussex's game in one-day cricket throughout the year. Contrasting spinners, Yardy flat left armers from wide of the crease, Will Beer slightly more floated leg spinners and googlies. James Hildreth pondering his dismissal, no doubt. Oh, was there an edge? Was there an edge?
I think there might have been. There was definitely some reaction there from Yardy. Rather excessive turn.
On it!
There's a little bit of an edge. It's difficult to see from there.
Well, that's close. No, says Kettleborough. Probably too high, but it definitely straightened, which is the first requirement for an LBW for Yardy.
I think it did too much. Missing off, I think, in the end. Another excellent decision from Kettleborough.
Oh, yeah,
Fired in, what's that, nearly 67 miles an hour.
Far away, mate.
First wide that Sussex have bowled all day, which is a good indication of their general discipline with the ball.
On it, like it. Great squeeze in there, boys.
Yeah, you mentioned the decision-making of Richard Kettleborough. I reckon he's an excellent young umpire.
Like your yards, real good, mate. On it.
Good over from Yardy. End of the 9th, 63 for 3. 63 for 3, Somerset. They need 110 from 66. That rate going up. It's now 10 and over.
On it, like it.
Somerset 63 for 3 out. Sussex was 66 for 2 up to this point, but I guess they're going to have to put into the pot. It's been 59-26. Find something from somewhere in these middle overs.
Must be gone. Yes. Well, Kettleborough's asked for the third umpire, but Kieswetter's not hanging around. He's off. So this is a terrific little spell from Will Beer, who may well have just picked up his second wicket.
Yeah, pressure building on Kieswetter. Yeah, gone. Easy wicket in the end, but easy stumping rather for Andrew Hodd. He does well. No mistakes there. Danger man, another danger man, Kieswetter. Just hasn't got going at all. Dawson for 1 from 8 deliveries. Danger now for Somerset. 4th wicket down for 63.
Charge down, ball just drifting, past leg stump, not doing the rest. Now Keysvet are gone, Hildreth gone, Trescothick gone and Langer gone. That's a lot of Somerset's big hitters and match winners back in the shed. Here comes another. Peter Trigo, is he Somerset's last hope? Great climbing all the time, wickets don't help.
Trigo do some magic stuff with the bat this season, both in the Championship and in one-day cricket. He's more than capable, but this is a big stage. 63 for 4. His team, what's he got for us here? Xander de Bruyne is also an excellent player. 8 from 12.
Was that a googly or just a leg spinner that skidded on off a slightly damp surface now? Just a leggy that didn't turn.
Oh, on that! Nasty, brilliant.
Method against Will Beale. Somerset fan and a Somerset stalwart, watching the way that the players are playing. Keysvet, he's come and gone. 1 off 8 balls. Won't be his night tonight.
It's difficult, isn't it? You come in straight away, you've got to make the running, you've got to put pace on the ball.
Got it! Backing in there!
Beer's not bowling any rubbish, he's bowling well. Excellent over from Beer. 2 overs now, 2 for 6.
Second has gone 65 for 4 at the halfway stage. This stage, the Sharks are 76 for 3.
That's a terrific pitch map from Will Beer, who's a promising young leg spinner. And during the Oval Test match, we'll have a Shane Warne masterclass with Will Beer. That should be fascinating viewing. Tired old leg spinner with a young and fresh one. A tired old leg spinner who is the best at that art that there's ever been. Plenty to pass on, and Will Beer's got some talent, so should learn a fair bit. And Warne, as well as being a master craftsman at bowling, is superb at talking about his craft as well and passing on kind of skills that you need to become a top-class leg spinner. So tune in for that during the Oval Test match, a Shane Warne masterclass with Will Beer.
And at the other end, the captain, Michael Yard, is not doing too bad either, is he? 2.2 overs, no wickets, fair enough, but just 7 runs. So it's a good partnership with Beer.
On it! That's it, in and out, Nashie. Right there! Real good, lads, real good, boys! On it!
Hit hard, this might be a boundary, a much-needed boundary for Somerset.
The little shimmy, then gets back in the crease.
On it, righty! Lukey,
Oh, no, no, no.
Real good, yards up.
Wow! Reminiscent of Derek Underwood, 71 for 4. Will Beer continues. They almost picked up a 3rd wicket there. This pitch is quite dry and it's turning, and when Michael Yardy turns a ball like this, well, you know you're in business as a spinner.
Slide this Beer road, brilliant, Jim. On it, no more there, righty. Good pound, man.
It's one of the reasons they're having such a good one-day season. Plenty of options in these middle overs. Vera's played his part, Michael Yardy, Rory Hamilton-Brown. They're good on all surfaces. They get good opening bowlers, Kirtley, Arafat, who are good at the death.
Catch it! Well done, HP.
So they can control innings in the middle. And the other thing, I guess they did so well in this game compared to the semi-final, as Murray Goodwin is their sort of main player, if you like. He didn't get any runs at all, yet still manages to find a way, find a hero, find someone to do something special for them. We'll find out whether Somerset can do the same without Trescothick.
Oh, I like it, Hero.
A well-drilled outfit, Sussex in one-day cricket. Finalists, of course, in the Friends Provident this year. Top of Division 1 Pro 40 competition, and looking as though they're going to lift the trophy here, so there's no question that they're the form side in one-day cricket this year.
That's it, Hero. Loving you here, mate. Thinking wickets here.
Just in the, well, I suppose, bottom half of the championship, fourth from bottom.
On it, Yards. Hold it. Well done, mate. Well done, mate.
Excellent stuff from Will Beer. 3 overs, 2 for 10, 75 for 4, 12 gone. Gave Somerset a rollicking start, did Marcus Trescothick, 33. But there hasn't been much since from the Somerset Sabres. They're stalling a little, 75 for 4 from 12, needing 98 from 48, that rate up to 12 and a quarter and over. And if Sussex hold their nerve, providing Peter Trigo doesn't provide any miraculous fireworks, there should be a Sussex victory. Not an easy bowler to come down the pitch to, because he bowls so quickly, especially when you've seen a ball as in the last over that spat, turned and bounced quickly. You'd think you'd be better playing Yardy from the crease, using the pace of the ball, firing it into the surface, hoping that some will bite and some will skid on, and that makes it difficult. A bit fuller and swept hard. Hamilton Brown's having a good evening in the field. He's taken 2 skiers, fields without his glasses, bats in his glasses. Must have contacts in, I suppose, out in the field. Slower this time. The field set deep now. Yardy happy to give away singles in the back end of the over, providing he's not giving away boundaries. This over, just 4 singles have been hit in 5 deliveries, so the infield all goes back onto the edge, protecting the boundary now.
Catch it!
Single to finish the over. It's 80 for 4. So Somerset need 93 more. It's a stiff ask. To talk you through to the close, Nasser Hussain alongside David.
Goodley smashed away into the leg side, not reached the boundary. Just a single.
Come on, Barry.
92 from 41, game slipping away.
Come on, mate.
No answer to leg spin, absolutely no answer. He's bowled brilliantly, this 20-year-old.
Yeah, we haven't seen any drag downs or full tosses, and look at those last 5 overs, just the 1 boundary over extra cover.
Touch it!
Weaving a web. Young leg spinner. Into his 4th over, he's got 2 for.
Good spin, a little bit of drift in, which shows he's putting revolutions on the ball. Got Somerset in a bit of a tangle here.
Oh, no.
Crunched straight down the ground with good footwork. That's the place to go.
That's what you've been calling for at the back of the box, Bumble. Use your feet and whack it down the ground.
Shortest boundary to the pavilion. The players have been looking to play leg side deep mid-wicket. It's a long way.
Catch!
It's a big shot. Stands and admires, goes all the way, 6. Well, is there still something in this game for Somerset?
It's got to come from the bat of Trigo, really. We've seen it before with him. He's got it in him to change a game. And he's gone 4 and 6 and trying to get some momentum back Somerset's way.
Down the ground again, big shot, he hits a huge cricket ball, another 6. Last 3 balls, 4, 6, 6, 19 from the over, 99 for 4, 74 from 36 required. Throw it back, sir.
Well, his first 3.5 overs went for 13, Beer. His last 3 deliveries went for 16.
Will Beer, 4 overs, no maidens, 29 runs.
But terrific bowling, 4 overs, no maidens, 2 for 29 for Will Beer. Still just alive, still in this Somerset. 74 from 36. De Bruyne, 21 from 28. He's hung around. Peter Trigo, 23 from 12. Partnership is just going here, 36 from 28. Be another bowling change. Rory Hamilton-Brown off spin, so plenty of spin being used by Sussex, the way to go.
And I've been impressed with this lad throughout the day. Seems to have something about him, Hamilton-Brown. 2 good catches. Doesn't look like someone who'll bottle it. He's enjoying the big occasion.
Said De Bruyne has hung around, 21 from 28.
Catch!
Now then, Trigo against off spin. 100 on the board, 100 for 4. Look here. There he goes again. Big swing of the bat. Solid shot, goes for 4. Game on.
Wayne Smith, one of the best fielders, will be disappointed. But he doesn't half wind up, Trigo. He really gives it a good whack. You do need to have your best fielder down at long on. He's in the game.
Forehand again. Who wants this? Smith comes under it, calls it, steadies himself, catches! Trigo's gone, Rory Hamilton-Brown. Spin is the key here at Edgbaston.
You need to have your best fielder at long on, and that's exactly where they've got him. As cool as you like, Dwayne Smith. He performed with the bat. And a crucial catch. He really set himself beautifully. Nowhere near the middle. He knew that, Trigo. But look at this for call. Thank you very much.
Sussex crowd really happy. They've played good cricket. Another danger man goes. Peter Trigo, 27 from 14. It's 104 for 5. 69 required from 33. That required rate after the 6s is still 12.55. Used his spin as well, Michael Yardy. Yardy himself. Errol Sapphire is the latest batsman. Sporting hero Sachin Tendulkar. He's got a Bradbury, and he likes them.
That singer.
On it!
Reliably informed, Teo Cruz.
Never heard of a bubble.
What's happened to the Hollies and the Beatles? Phil Collins and Elton John. Get a look in now, do they? No use talking to you about music.
You're middle there, Al.
Happy smiling faces.
Right.
15 overs. No, it's a wide. Slips a wide down the leg side. Just coming to the end of the 15. 67 from 31 required. Need a hero, Somerset.
Get on that. Yes, James.
Swept away. It'll just be a single. Well patrolled at deep square leg, the boundary there. 107 for 5.
At this stage, Sussex were 126 for 6. Whole day really by Dwayne Smith. Brilliant innings, gave the momentum. 59 off 26 deliveries. And Trescothick nearly matched that, 33 off 15. But since he's gone, the bowlers, all those bowlers, have dragged it back.
Excellent bowling from Yardy, 4 for 17. Young Will Beer, 4 overs, 2 for 29. Excellent leg spin. Luke Wright marches back to his mark, puts his disc down. Here comes the bride. There were 2 brides in today. Late, just after 9:30. Still in wedding dresses, all sorts in today. With the bride look. Well, you can have singles. That's what Sussex will be saying. Have as many singles as you want.
Yeah, who's going to be the big hitter? I'm looking down the list. Ben Phillips hits a few. Thomas can do. The Brain has been struggling. 22 off 31. He's well below the usual strike rate in 2020. Trigo was the key wicket, 27 off 14. He was the one man who could do the impossible.
Captain, and they're all going to him. This is a stunner.
He's a good cricketer, Yardy. He's had a great day. He's captained the side well, and he's enjoyed this moment. He's not a great athlete, but when it counted, he delivered. Hang tight. Beautiful. One-handed. Great awareness. And he enjoyed that moment.
Well, he sure has. I think it's nearly over. Not yet. The Brain has gone for 22 from 32. 108 for 6. Look at that required rate now. Nearly 14.5 runs per over. 65 required from 27. He's had a good day, Michael Yardy.
Yeah, there's a little bit of a pop at the toss from Justin Langer. Sussex have already lost the final. He was trying to put the pressure on Yardy. And so far, Yardy and Sussex and the Sharks have delivered.
Got to say, he's captained very, very well. Ben Phillips, new batsman.
He has captained well, Yardy. And his comment at the toss, actually, when he lost the toss, was, well, I might have actually batted first anyway. He's read this pitch very well. He's played the 2 spinners. He's bowled well. Had a good day so far. But you never know. He's got to finish off. That's what he'll be telling his team. Finish off. Leave nothing to chance.
There's that single again. You can have that.
Yes, 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 yes.
Good cleaning up from the throw that came in, but they're alert in the field. 64 from 25. What was Sussex at this stage? 131 for 6.
swing and a miss, 109 for 6. Say only 3 batsmen really have coped with conditions. Murray Goodwin, the first semi-final, Marcus Trescothick throughout the day, and Dwayne Smith are the 3 batsmen who have coped with conditions.
You can see that this innings is subsiding. Required rate now is exactly 16 runs every over. 64 required from 24 deliveries. They're buzzing in the field. They just send Sussex that they're there. The trophy's theirs. James Kirtley. It's just ball 1 over. 1 over, 1 for 9. Got rid of Trescothick. That will do. Writers 3 overs, 1 for 25. Kirtley to Phillips. Slow Yorker. Perfect this for James Kirtley, absolutely perfect.
Perfect for Sussex, good death bowler. Run rate now going up to 16.7. Yasir Arafat will come on at the other end. A lot Phillips or Sapai can do.
Down the ground, mid-off comes round and takes a catch, Hamilton Brown. 3 catches for him, all over by the shouting, you would say.
Very impressive Sussex, very impressive Hamilton Brown. Not the fact that he's taken the catches, it's the manner. Been very cool, under lights it's not easy, final not easy. But Hamilton Brown has really handled himself well, handled the pressure well. And Sussex well on top and marching towards victory.
7 down now. Somerset 109 for 7. Ben Phillips has gone for 1. Alfonso Thomas is the new batsman. Kirtley now has 2 for 9. Talked about the captaincy of Michael Yardy. They've been very impressive in the field. Organised in the field. Slow delivery, worked into the leg side, another catch, it's catch in practice, there's another. Murray Goodwin, deep mid-wicket. Sussex by the sea.
Superb hands. Really good catching, another good slower ball from Kirtley. We said at the top of the day, watch out for Kirtley and the slower balls, bowl it wide, slightly wider, so it has to be dragged. Good captaincy again, having 3 men in the deep on the leg side, a man at cow corner. Sapai goes to that man at cow corner. He's gone for 2, 109 for 8. Kirtley on a hat-trick.
Don't think we're going to see 3 slips and a gully. Caught in the leg trap, but really good bowling. Slow delivery, get it wide so that it's got to be dragged, but the field has been set. Deepest part of the ground at deep mid-wicket. That's a healthy hit over there. Don't think we're going to see any slips in. This is a hat-trick ball. 9 hat-tricks there have been in the 2020 Cup.
Ryan McLaren 2 years ago on this ground. Full and straight. He'll be swinging the batsman. In swinging Yorker. There'll be a bit of drift in. Come on, James Kirtley. Finish it in style. Get a hat-trick.
Alfonso Thomas is the batsman. Fine leg comes inside the circle. Is there a deep mid-wicket? No. Oh, it's full and straight and blocked.
Got it spot on. Thomas just not playing the game. Didn't want to be out on a hat-trick, so he blocked it.
Great day for the Seasiders.
Sider boys have gone quiet.
They have, haven't they? Go through for a single. Gone. Another run out. Brilliant work by the keeper, Hod. Well, this really is start the car. Little bit of hesitancy. Athleticism all the way from Sussex. Go on, my son.
Total cricket, really, from Sussex. Batting, bowling, and now in the field. Confusion. Stop, start, stop. Waller, the man, sacrificed. 3 stumps to aim at. And he doesn't miss. So the wheel's coming off Somerset. They've collapsed from 104 for 4 to 109 for 9.
Disconsolate bench there. Somerset got through to the final, and I just wonder if there were favourites for this, but 2 really good sides. It's Sussex that are the stronger, 172 for 7 in reply. Somerset were bright at the beginning through Trescothick, but subsided to 109 for 9. Last man in, Charles Willoughby. Kirtley now 3 for 9. 4 wickets for 1 run off 9 balls.
Over right hand.
2 overs for James Kirtley, 3 for 9. It's 109 for 9.
Great effort from Sussex, great effort from Kirtley. 2 wickets and the run out in that last over. What a collapse. 104 for 4, 104 for 5, 108 for 6, 109 for 7, 8 and 9. Massive collapse. Pressure of chasing in a final. You always feel you have the extra fielder out there as the run rate goes up. Kirtley has delivered.
Sure has. 2 overs, 3 for 9. Yasser Arafat with 2 overs, 1 for 14. Might just clean this up now.
They never recovered from the Trescothick dismissal. I said to him, Ward, before the game, Somerset had to presume that it wasn't going to be the Trescothick show. Someone else would have to stand up. And unfortunately, they haven't. But all credit to Sussex for the way they've played.
And gone, that'll do. Michael Yardy takes a stunning, crunching catch. Well, it's Sussex by the sea. Terrific day for them. It's been a terrific 2020 finals day. 2 cracking teams in the final, but it's Sussex with the know-how, with 172 for 7 on the board, batting first up, and they've blown away Somerset for 109.
They missed out at Lords in the Friends Provident. They were beaten by Hampshire, and look at these scenes, completely different. They are the 2009 Twenty20 Cup winners. They have been quite outstanding here all day. First semi-final comfortable, in the final comfortable against a very, very good Somerset side. Well done, Sussex.
What a collapse. 5 for 1 in 12 deliveries. 109 all out in the 18th over at Somerset. They've been strong, they've been rock solid of Sussex, been well led, well organised. Put into bat by Justin Langer. He raced to 172 for 7. Look at these scenes. Both teams go forward to the Champions League. But it's Sussex. Sussex Sharks take the silverware here.
Yeah, some good young players in there as well. Luke Wright, age 24. Hamilton Brown, 21. Will Beer, age 20. Hod, 25. So there's some good cricketers there. There's some senior players like Murray Goodwin. Dwayne Smith had a real cameo with the bat. Good overseas players and a good combination. The veteran there, James Kirtley, 3 for 9. Arafat, 2 for 14.
Well, the little kid's done brilliantly. Will Beer, 20 years of age. Leg spin in front of a full house and picked up a couple of wickets. Yeah, he went for a few 4s and 6s at the end, but he's done very well. There he is, the young kid. Also, Michael Yardy, his stock's gone up. It really has. He's had a little flirt of international one-day cricket. Handshapes all round. Let's join Paul Allott.
Hi, I've got Rory Hamilton-Brown with me. Rory, how does that feel?
Feels pretty good, as I just said to you. It feels a lot better because we lost in the final, obviously, of the Friends Provident. So it's been a big goal of ours for the last 3 weeks, really, to come at this tournament really hard. You know, give it all we've got, and I think today we really have, and I think we've done really well.
Yeah, I've done really well tonight as well, because I think you probably fancied bowling first, didn't you?
No, we were going to bat. We were going to bat, so the toss the toss went as we wanted it to, but then obviously you've got to go and put the runs on the board. There's a lot of pressure on that, and I just thought Dwayne Smith's innings was just on a different level.
Yeah, it was spectacular, wasn't it? Well done. Let's have a quick word with Murray Goodwin. Well done, Rory. Murray, well played. Brilliant effort in the semi-final.
Oh, thanks very much. Yeah, it's always nice to get a few runs in important games. I was actually a bit more nervous in this game than I was in the semi, so it's just nice to be able to get through, because both of these are actual finals, aren't they? Like, to get through to India.
Great to win in the first year of new captaincy. Mark Yardy in charge.
Well, yeah, I mean, Yards has taken the reins really well, and he's worked well with Robbo, and you know, just all the guys are putting in. You know, hard work is paying off, and we're actually playing a bit smarter cricket, especially in one-day cricket, and that goes a long way, you know, to the future of Sussex.
Plenty of smart cricket today. Well done.
Thank you very much.
Somerset Sabres promised at the top, Truscothick with a blitz, but just 33 from 15. Xander de Brain, 22 from 32. Strange sort of innings. Peter Trigo got it going, 27 from 14. But just look at Hildreth and Keyswetter, two major players, 2 singles each from 15 deliveries. All in all, 109 all out.
Well, it was a bowling performance of 2 halves, pre-Truscothick and post-Truscothick. Those figures really improved once James Kirtley had got the key man, Marcus Truscothick. They all bowl well, they were backed up well in the field. And look there, keep an eye out, Will Beer, 4 overs, 2 for 29.
So the 2020 Cup Final 2009 has been won by Sussex Sharks. Sussex Sharks 172 for 7. Dwayne Smith an electric 59. Somerset Sabres got off to a flyer. Truscothick again, Trigo promised, but they were bowled out for 109 in the 18th over. Sussex Sharks are the winners by 63 runs.
There is a Man of the Match award to be handed out, the Yorkshire Bank Man of the Match, which is selected by the Sky commentary team. The Man of the Match receives a medal and a cheque for 1,500 quid, a magnum of Veuve Clicquot champagne, and for his blistering innings of 59 from 26 balls, the Yorkshire Bank Man of the Match is Dwayne Smith. Dwayne, congratulations. You seem pretty pumped up out there tonight.
I didn't get much, well, no runs at all in the semi-final, so a bit disappointed. Just wanted to go and make sure I keep positive and keep doing what I do best, and that's hit the ball, and that's what I did.
Playing on a big occasion like this, big crowd, huge occasion, does that not make you pine for a return to international cricket?
I'd love to, but I can't say that now because things are going on that I don't know about, so it's just for me to keep doing what I'm doing now here for Sussex, and other things will take care of themselves.
And you look forward to a nice little date in the Champions League in October now as well.
Yeah, I will be.
Great, well done tonight, many congratulations. The man of the match, Dwayne Smith. Mike, many congratulations, a great day for you.
No, fantastic day for the club. It's very, very special for everyone at the club. You know, just players, coaching staff, committee, supporters. I mean, I think Somerset probably out-supported us today, but out, you know, in terms of numbers, but in terms of noise, ours were brilliant.
Make up a little bit for the defeat at Lord's?
Definitely, definitely. I mean, I think we learned a lot from Lord's, and we've taken it in today, and we've got a fantastic result.
You're having a fantastic season in one-day cricket particularly. What's the secret of your success?
I think we've got a group of lads who work for each other. We work hard. We do. I think we've got very good coaches who put in a lot of hard work with us, and it's paying off.
Good occasion for the likes of Will Beer tonight to see a young leg spinner come on an occasion like this and really test his temperament.
Absolutely. I mean, he's grown up through the ranks. There's a few who have, and it's fantastic when they get to a finals day and he bowls like he did.
What was the motivation today? The trophy or the end game in India?
I think it's a trophy. I think if you ask any teams, it would have always been the trophy. Obviously, that's a nice added bonus, but yeah, definitely to come and win a trophy.
And you'll feel you deserve victors, both fairly comfortable victories for you tonight.
Yeah, to a certain extent, but you know, Somerset are a fantastic team with top quality players all the way through, and we knew, you know, we'd have to play top of our game, and I think we did tonight. And you know, they're a very, very good team, and they will be in the future.
Okay, well done. Many congratulations. You've got a trophy to pick up. So the 2009 winners of the 2020 Cup are Sussex.
Well, I've not seen Michael Afton move so quickly for years. He didn't want to get champagne all over those nice chinos. But well done to the Sussex Sharks. They have played an outstanding game of 2020 cricket to beat Somerset, as they did in the semi-final to beat Northants. I've got Nasser Hussain, Nick Knight and David Lloyd alongside me here in the dugout. They have played quite simply the better cricket today.
They've been well organised, they've been well led, and you just echo everything that he said there, Michael Yardy. 28 years of age, you may say in transition. Chris Adams has left, but Mark Robinson does a terrific job. There's a massive blend, a magnificent blend there of older players like Kirtley, like Murray Goodwin, and all these young lads. Will Beer gets a special mention.
It's a very good point that Sussex have managed to build on the foundations set down by Peter Moores and by Chris Adams, and many people thought they would struggle once those two had left. But if anything, they've taken their game to a new level, because they're now nailing one-day cricket.
Absolutely, and no Mushtaq Ahmed as well. A lot of their success was based around the world-class leg spinner. They've got a young leg spinner now there in Will Beer, who'd have learned a lot having Mushy around over the last however many years. But it's great to see. I've been impressed with Yardy ever since I've seen him as a cricketer. He might not have the talent of a Kevin Peterson or other characters like that, Andrew Flintoff, but he doesn't leave anything on the field, and I think that's sort of filtrating down through his side, that everyone is giving it their utmost on the field.
Michael Afton asked Michael Yardy what the secret was to their one-day success. What were they doing so well? He didn't really give an answer other than to say they work hard and the coaches work hard. There's more to it than that. How would you analyse their one-day game?
Well, the one thing that he did say is we work together as a team. Now, you get a lot of that, don't you, after post-match analysis and captains say, oh, we're all working hard as a team. This is a team that are genuinely working together. They genuinely enjoy each other's success. When you go down to Hove and you play against Sussex, they are in the nets before anybody else. They're throwing balls at each other. They want to see success from each other. They want to help one another. And when you get to a tough situation like here, a final, and you've got to win, you've got to get over the line, someone's got to do something special. Someone in that pack there will find a way. And that's, I think, why they are such a good one-day side.
And the youngsters that are mentioned that they have in their side, not only just in their squad or on the staff, they're in the side and they're actually contributing. So we've all seen it, so many county sides do well and they all grow old together and they all leave together, and then there's a void and a vacuum. It's not going to happen at Sussex. Hasn't happened.
It's not, but we mentioned the youngsters, but don't forget those senior players as well. I mean, James Kirtley was awesome tonight. He's coming towards the end of his career. Murray Goodwin, he doesn't really know his future in the game. But those guys that needed to perform, who haven't maybe performed all season, but when they needed to perform, they have delivered. He is a great guy. We all know James Kirtley. He is a fantastic guy. And even for him, what is he, age 34, to have scenes like this, he will remember this for a long time. He got the wicket of Marcus Trescothick. That went a long way towards winning this match.
There's a lovely contrast there, though, isn't there? 34-year-old James Kirtley and 21-year-old Will Beer.
And that's how it works so well, isn't it? We can go on and on about it. The other thing, there's Mark Robinson. I mean, what a coach he is becoming and building a side together. The other thing they've done well, you know, at Sussex is they've bought well. They've gone in and bought some good players in. Ed Joyce, you can just see him there. Ed Joyce has added something a bit special to them. Rory Hamilton-Brown was snatched from Surrey. You know, he's another guy, one of the younger guys that's coming on through. So they've made some good acquisitions as well.
Well, we're in for a great day. Strap yourselves in.
Don't waste your time.
So the 2009 winners of the 2020 Cup are Sussex.